ki jai. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Maya Sakta Mana Prartha Jogam Junjan Madasraya Asang Sang Samagrang Mam Jatha Gashasi Tatchino. This is a verse from the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which we have published, Bhagavad Gita as it is. There are many editions of Bhagavad Gita, but most of them, they have been edited to push forward the editor's own personal philosophical views. But we do not accept Bhagavad Gita in that light. Bhagavad Gita is supposed to be spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, it is stated here in Bhagavan Uvacha. Those who are Sanskrit scholars, they will understand what is meant by the word Bhagavan. Bhagavan, Bhaga means opulence, and one who possesses opulences, he is called Ban. The Bhatu Pratyaya. From Bhatu Pratyaya the word comes Ban. Bhagavan means one who possesses all opulences. There are 6 kinds of opulences: wealth, reputation, strength, knowledge, renunciation, beauty. These are called opulences. If one person is very rich, he is opulent, he attracts attention of many persons. Similarly, if one person is very influential, strong, he also attracts. Similarly, if one man is very famous for his activities, he also attracts attention. Similarly, if one man is very beautiful or woman is very beautiful, he also or she attracts attention. If one is very wise, learned, he also attracts attention. These are called 6 opulences, and these opulences are possessed by us in a small quantity. Every one of us may possess some riches, maybe little wise or very not very strong, little strong. Little quantity of these opulences are there in every person. But when you find a person that nobody possesses more than him, all these opulences, the Sanskrit word is asama urdha. Asama means equally, and sama means equally, and asama means without being equal, and urdha means above. When you find somebody above him or equal to him, anyone else is as rich, as famous, as opulent, as wise, as beautiful, that person is called God. This is the definition of God. God is great means nobody is equal to him, nobody is above him in any kinds of opulence. That is called Bhagavan. So here it is said, Vyasdev, he writes, this Bhagavad Gita is one of the chapters of Mahabharata. Mahabharata means the history of greater India. Formerly, Bharat, India is given name by the Westerners, but real name is Bharat, Bharatvarsha. This planet was formerly known as Ilavati Varsha, and later on, after the emperor Bharat, this planet was known as Bharatvarsha. So Bharatvarsha means not only India, but the whole planet. At least 5,000 years ago, it was known as Bharatvarsha. Bharatvarsha name is there, but it indicates only India. This Bhagavad Gita is a chapter of Mahabharata. Perhaps you know the book Mahabharata. Greater Bharatvarsha. The history of the greater Bharatvarsha. That is Mahabharata. So the background of this Bhagavad Gita is that there was a worldwide fight, battle, called the Battle of Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra, the place is still there. If some of you went to India, might have seen it is near Delhi, New Delhi. The railway station is called also Kurukshetra. So there was a battle 5,000 years ago. The parties were two cousin brothers, and this Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Therefore it is called Bhagavan Uvacha. So he is teaching Arjuna Bhakti Yoga. Yoga means the means by which you can contact the Supreme. That is called yoga. Another yoga means linking. So there are many types of yoga system for linking ourselves with the Supreme Absolute Truth. The Absolute Truth is realized in three phases: impersonal, localized, and personal. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that the Absolute Truth is realized by different person according to different angle of vision. Just like if you see from a distant place one mountain, you find something cloudy. If you go nearer, you find it is something green. And if you enter actually the mountain, then you find there are so many varieties. There are trees, there are houses, there are living entities, animals, everything. The object is one, but according to the vision of the person, from length of distance, the same object is realized in different phases. Therefore, the Bhagavata says, Vadanti tat tattavidas tatyam jad jnanam adhyam. The object is one, but according to the understanding of the same one, somebody is realizing the Absolute Truth as impersonal Brahma, and somebody is realizing the Absolute Truth as localized Paramatma, and somebody is realizing the same Absolute Truth as the Supreme Personality of God. Ultimately, the Absolute Truth is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Therefore, Vyasdev, the compiler of Mahabharata, he says, see, Bhagavan Vacha. So our this Krishna consciousness movement, the Bhagavan is called Krishna. He has got many millions of names, but Krishna name is the chief. Krishna name means the attractiveness, all attract. God must be all attract. It is not that God is attractive for one person, not for the other. No. God is attractive for all living entities. Therefore you see the picture of Krishna. He is loving the calves and cows, he is loving the trees, he is loving the gopis, he is loving the cowherd's boy. For him, for God, everyone is lovable object, because everyone is son of God. That is stated in this Bhagavad Gita. Sarvojonishu kaunteya sambhavanti murtayaja. There are different species of life and different forms of life. Sarvojonishu. As many forms are there, Krishna says. Tasang mahajjani brahma ahanga bija padapita. Their mother is this material nature, and I am the seed-giving father. So, God is attractive for everyone, and God is equal to everyone. There is no distinction for God that here is an animal, here is a man, here is a tree. No, every living entity is part and parcel of God. That is our understanding of God consciousness or Krishna consciousness. So, we are practicing this Bhakti Yoga. Amongst there are different types of yoga system, as I have already explained, that God is realized as impersonal Brahma, as localized Paramatma, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the process of linking with Him, it is called yoga, and there are different processes of yoga system, out of which three are principles. Jnana Yoga, Hatha Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is the topmost. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati jumang sami yukta tamomat. Of all the yogis always thinking of Krishna with love and faith. It is not very difficult. Krishna says he is first class yogi. So how to become the first class yogi? That is described in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says personally, if we want to understand God, it is better to understand from God Himself. Instead of speculating what is God, better to understand God from the words of God. So Krishna is accepted by the, just like Vyasdev. Vyasdev is the compiler of all Vedic knowledge. He accepts Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Later on, all the Acharyas, Ramanucharya, Madhyacharya, Vishnu Swami, Lord Chaitanya, they have all accepted Krishna. So far our Vedic culture is concerned, Krishna the Supreme Personality of God. Here it is also said, Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So he is teaching how to become first class yogi in Krishna consciousness. That is his teaching. He is saying, Maya sakta mana prartha yogam junjan madasraya. Me, unto me, asakta, attachment. The Krishna consciousness yoga means to increase the attachment for Krishna. That's all. We have got attachment for something, every one of us. So everyone has got attachment either for his family, or either for some friend, or for some house, or from hobby, or for some cats, from dogs. There is attachment. That is not to be learned. We cannot, there is no need of explaining what is attachment. Attachment is there, existing in everyone's heart. He wants to be attached to somebody else. Or everyone wants to love somebody else. Love does not mean oneness. Love must be two, the lover and the beloved. So attachment is there. That is natural. Everyone knows. Now, this yoga system, Krishna consciousness yoga system, means to increase your attachment for Krishna. That's all. Therefore it is said here, Maya sakta mana prartha, increasing gradually the attachment for me. Krishna says, Maya sakta mana prartha, yogang junyan, practicing this yoga system, madasraya, taking shelter of me. The madasraya means two things. You can take directly shelter of Krishna, or you can take shelter of a person who has taken shelter of Krishna. That is meaning of madasraya. That is the system of parampara. Evang parampara praptam imagraja se vidu. If you increase your attachment for Krishna, that attachment, and if you increase your attachment for a person who is devotee of Krishna, it is the same. Just like electricity, if one thing is charged with the electricity power, if somebody touches it, he also becomes electrified. We have got daily experience. From the electric powerhouse, the electric wires are distributed, and as soon as we join the plug, immediately it is electrified. Similarly, parampara system, Krishna is the original, Supreme Personality of Godhead. The words given by Krishna, if you carry, and it is carried by other disciplic succession, then you are in touch with Krishna. That is called Yogam Junjan Madasraya, always being linked up with Krishna. Maya sakta mana prartha, Yogam Junjan Madasraya, asangsang samagrang ma. Asangsang means without doubt, and samagra means incompleteness. Asangsang samagrang ma. Krishna says ma means the Supreme Personality of God. Asangsang samagrang ma jatha gasyasi. As you can understand, please try to hear from me. Krishna is speaking personally. So if we accept Bhagavad Gita as it is, as instructed by Krishna himself, then we understand what is God without any doubt. Asangsang and samagram, incompleteness. Asangsang samagrang mam jatha gnyasasi tatsinu. In our present position, with blunt material senses, with 4 defects, it is not possible to understand what is God. We have got 4 defects in this material condition. We commit mistake, every one of us. We are illusion. We accept something for something. So commit mistake, illusion, and our senses are imperfect. The knowledge we gather through our senses, that is imperfect because our senses are imperfect. Just like we see every day the sun with our eyes, but because our senses are imperfect, we see the sun like a disk, although it is 1400,000 times bigger than this earth. In this way, if we analyze our senses, it will be found that our senses are imperfect. By the imperfect senses, speculating, that is not perfect. Therefore, all these speculators, they, so-called scientists, philosophers, they put forward theories. Perhaps it may be like that. That means it is not perfect knowledge. But if we receive knowledge from the Supreme Perfect God, then it is actually perfect. Our process is like that. In the 4th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I will find, Krishna says, Evam parampara praptam imang rajar seyo vidu. Imang vipassati yogam praktamana hamabhayam. Krishna said this philosophy of Bhagavad Gita first to the sun God. And he spoke to his son Manu. He spoke to his son Ikhaku. In this way, disciplic succession, this Bhagavad Gita has come down to this earthly planet, and if we accept that disciplic succession, do not unnecessarily interpret, then we understand what is Bhagavad Gita. That is the process. Our Krishna consciousness movement is to understand the Supreme Person, Krishna, as He is, without any interpretation. That is called Krishna consciousness yoga. That can be achieved, as Krishna says, always keeping center Krishna. Maya sakta mana prat. Yogang jinjan madasraya. Asangsang samagrang ma. Jatha gansasi tatsinu. You can understand. If you practice this yoga, keeping Krishna in the center, always thinking of Krishna, the form of the Krishna, then it will be revealed. Jasya Devi para bhakti, Jatha Devi tatha guru. This is the yoga system of Krishna consciousness. So, next verse he says, Jnanam tehang savijnanam idam bakshami asesata jajgyata neha bhuya annaj jnatavam avasishyate. I am speaking to you a process of knowledge. Jnanam. Jnanam means knowledge. Te, unto you, aham, savijnanam. Savijnanam means theory. Jnanam is theoretical, and vijnanam means practical. Just like in scientific knowledge, the student has to pass both theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge. Theoretical combination of this chemical and that chemical makes this chemical. This is theoretical knowledge. But when you mix these two chemicals or three chemicals and produce that object, that is practical. Recently, I may say, in California University, one learned professor came there to speak about the evolutionary theory of chemicals, and he said that life is produced, perhaps you know, from 4 chemicals. But when one student, he said that if I supply these 4 chemicals, whether you can produce life. In answer to this, he said, that I cannot say. That is imperfect knowledge. If you say life is produced from chemicals, then you must make experimental demonstration. By mixing those chemicals, you produce life. That is called vijnana, practical, demonstration. Otherwise, it is not perfect. Scientific knowledge means observation, then experiment. If you fail in an experiment, that is not scientific knowledge. It must be experimented. So here also it is said Jnanam tehang sabhijnanam. I am speaking to you this knowledge which you can practically experience, not theoretical, simply. Jnanam tehang sabhijnanam idam bhakshami aseshata. Aseshata means without any reservation. As far as possible, as far as you can understand, I am explaining. Jajgatya, if you understand this, na iha bhuya annaj jnatabbam ishyasate, jnatabbam avasishyate. If you can understand this knowledge with practical experience, then there will be nothing to know anymore. That means your knowledge is complete, perfect. In the Vedas also it is stated that jajgatya jasmin vijnate sarvamedam vijnatam bhavanti. If you simply try to understand what is God, not try to understand, if you understand scientifically what is God, then you understand everything. Because God is everything. God is the central point of everything. Jatova imani bhutani jayante. These are the Vedic bhashan. From whom all these material cosmic manifestation has come into being. In the Vedanta Sutra it says, Janmadasya jataha. The absolute truth is that from which everything has come down. So, if you understand the absolute truth, jasmin vijnate, sarvamedam vijnatam bhavanti, then you can understand all other departments of knowledge. Therefore, Krishna says that jnanam tehang sabhijnanam idam bhakshami asesata. Explicitly, elaborately, I am saying, jajgata, if you understand, na iha, in this world, anna bhuya, again, annas, anything else, jnatabbam avasishyate, there is anything remains to understand. Everything is understood. So, Krishna says, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaye, jatatam api siddhyanam kaschin mang vitti tatat. Manusyanam sahasreshu. There are living entities, 8,400,000 species or forms, 9 Jalajanavalakkhani, 900,000 forms in the water. Jalajanavalakkhani, Thavara, Lokhavinsati, 2 million forms of the trees and plants. In this way, there are altogether different forms of life. 8,400,000. Don't think that the plants and trees, they have no life. They are also living entities. We do not accept this theory that the animals have no soul. No, everyone has got soul. Even the plants, trees, everyone has got soul. They have got different bodies only. It is not that only human being has got the soul, not others. No, actually if you make analysis, what is the symptoms of possessing soul, you will find everywhere. Even in plants' life you will find. Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose, one of the greatest scientists of the world, he has proved by machine that when you cut the trees or the leaves, they feel sensation, pain, and that is recorded by machine. So everyone has got soul. Therefore Krishna says, Sarva jonishu kaunteya sambhavanti murtaja tasang mahajjani brahma aham bija pudak. So, here it is said, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaye. There are millions and millions human beings. Out of them, one is very much anxious how to get perfection of life. Because everyone is carried by the animal propensities. What are the animal propensities? Eating, sleeping, sex life and defense. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samanna metat pasubhi naranam. These are the common formulas both to the animals and the human being. What is that? Eating, sleeping, mating, sex life and defense. Everyone is doing that according to his own capacity. Cats and dogs, they also eat, they also sleep, they also have sex life, and they also try to defend when there is danger, when there is enemy. So these things are common formulas both for the animals and human being. But what is the special prerogative for the human being? That is siddhi, how to make life perfect. Therefore here it is said, manusyanam sahasreshu kaschit jatati siddhaya. Siddhaya means for perfection. What is the perfection of life? Perfection of life is no more births, no more deaths, no more disease, no more old age. That is perfection. That the people do not know, that there is possibility of attaining a stage when there is no more birth, no more death, no more old age. There are so many universities, so many educational institutions all over the world, but nowhere there is department of understanding this science, how to stop birth, death, old age and disease. In the chemical laboratory, they are trying to manufacture chemicals for stopping birth, contraceptive. But there is no medicine that after taking this medicine or these chemicals, there will be no more death or no more birth, no more old age and no more disease. You can manufacture chemical combination of medicine as counteracting the disease, just like in the Western country, the cancer disease. There are so many chemicals and medicines they are discovering, but there is no medicine, no chemical which can say that no more cancer disease. That is not possible. So, actual siddhi means to overcome these four principles of miserable condition of life. That is perfection. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Janma mittu jara vyadhi dukkho doshanu darsana. Everything is being attempted to suppress our miserable condition of life. That is going on. All advancement of science, knowledge, philosophy, theology, anything. The idea is how to stop the miserable condition of life. But the real miserable condition of life, according to Bhagavad Gita, is birth, death, old age and disease. Don't go take seriously the side miserable condition. Just like people are very much anxious to feed the hungry man. Well, that you can do, that is nice business, but why don't you try that the hungry man and the well-fed man both will die. You cannot stop death. Either you feed him well or he is hungry. Death is there, as sure as death. So actual benefit is, if you can stop death, that is actual benefit. Our Krishna consciousness movement is to stop death. You'll be surprised, you may not be very much pleased, but it is possible. It is possible because we are eternal. We living entities, soul, we are part and parcel of God. We are eternal. Nitya sasatayang na hannate hannamane sarire. These are the statements. First of all, we have to understand the constitutional position of ourselves. That is self-realization. Our nature, we are eternal. We are not dying. when this body dies or is annihilated, it does not mean I die. I exist. Just like my childhood body is no more existing. It is died. My youthhood body is no more existing. So many bodies I had in the past, they are no more existing. But I am existing. I remember. Therefore I am eternal. So, Siddhi means when he seriously understands that I am eternal. So why death is taking place? That is serious understanding of self-realization. Therefore Krishna says that Manusyanam sahasresu koschit jatati siddhaya. Siddhi means, perfection means to stop, because I am eternal. Just like when you are diseased, your siddhi, perfection means how to cure the disease, how to become healthy. That is your problem. Not that simply curing the disease, simply eating the medicine. No. The object is how to become in healthy condition. So our healthy condition is no more birth, no more death, no more old age, no more disease. That is healthy condition. So who is trying for that? No one is seriously educated on this point. And because one is not educated, he does not know that there is possibility, such possibilities, no more death, no more birth, no more disease. Therefore Krishna says, Manusyanam sahasreshu, out of many, many millions of persons, just like our Krishna consciousness movement, we are trying to teach this perfection of life, how to become free from these four kinds of miserable conditions: birth, death, old age and disease. But how many are joining with us? Some of them are thinking these are fictitious. No, it is fact. It is scientific. It is scientific. But people have no interest in these things. They are simply interested in sense gratification. Nunang pramatta kurute vikarma. This is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. They have become mad, simply mad, to gratify senses. But they are forgetting that this human life is meant for making a solution for all the problems of life. They are not interested in that. They are thinking by increasing the volumes of sense gratification, that is perfection. That is not perfection. You may improve the material condition of life, but you cannot live here. Just like you are constructed very nice city, Stockholm, or any European city. That is very good, but he will not be allowed to stay here. He will be kicked out at any moment. What is the solution for that? You construct a nice place, that's all right, very good. But you stay here, but you cannot stay. That is your problem. If you can solve that problem, yes, I have constructed a nice place, nice city, nice country, and everything is nice, but I will stay and enjoy. But that is not allowed. Then where is your perfection? This is the problem. So Krishna says therefore, Manusyanang sahasreshu kaschit jatati siddhaye jatotamapi siddhyana. There are many persons, they are trying to attain that perfection and stage of life by jnana yoga, dhyana yoga or hatha yoga. There are many processes. But there is no system, or there is system, but people are not interested. What is that system? Jatotamapi siddhanam koschit mang vetti tattva. Nobody is trying to understand what is God. They are trying to understand so many things, but that will not solve their problems. But nobody is trying to understand God. Manusyanam sahasreshu, out of many thousand, millions of persons, one may try to attain perfection of life, and out of such persons who are trying to attain perfection of life, some may understand what is God, what is Krishna. Therefore Krishna is trying to speak about himself in the 7th chapter especially. So it is not possible to describe all the verses, 1 or 2, 3 verses we can explain. Then he says, Bhumirapa analo vayu khangamano buddhiriva cha ahankarang itiyang me bhinna prakriti astadha. Prakriti, nature. Now first of all we have to study the material nature. Just like the scientists, physicists, and chemists, they are trying to understand the material nature. So what is this material nature? The material nature is described here and 8 varieties. 5 varieties gross and 3 varieties subtle. The 5 gross varieties are the bhumi. Bhumi means this earth. Apa, the water. Bhumi, apa, anala, the fire. Bhumi, apa, anala, vayu, the air. And bhumi, apa, anala, vayu, khang. Khang means the sky, ether. Then mana, mind. Then buddhi, intelligence. Ahankara. Then self-consciousness. I am. I am American, I am Englishman, I am Swedish, and this I consciousness. So these are 8. Earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and I consciousness. These are material 8 elements. Mind is also material. Intelligence is material. So there is cultivation of knowledge of the gross material. Just like soil expert, they are trying to understand the earth, where there is mind, where there is something, that is analyzing the earth. Similarly, somebody is studying the light or the air, and they are all material things. There is no spiritual understanding. So bhumi, rapa, analo, vayu, khangamana, mind, psychologists, they are also studying the mind, the activities, thinking, feeling and willing, and their varieties. That is also material. And ethereal understanding, so many things are going on. But they are all material. Krishna says, Bhumi, rapa, anala, vayu, khanga, mana, buddhi, evacha, ahankara, itiyang me, prakriti, astadha. Krishna is claiming they are my manifestation of energy. So there is connection of Krishna with this earth, water, physical science. But we do not know Krishna. We simply studying externally, just in medical science. He is studying the external body. But within the body there is a spiritual spark, soul. He does not know that. Dehinasmin jatha dehi kaumana jovanang jara tatha dehantaram prapti dhiras tattvanamuyati. Who is accepting another body. The Darwin's theory is that the body is changing to another body. That is nonsense. That is not the fact. The soul is transmigrating from one body to another. That is knowledge. This is fact. So we can discuss if it is needed, but this is the fact. There is the soul. And these 8 elements, material elements, they are outer covering. That you have got, as you have got shirt and coat. The shirt is the inner covering, the coat is the outer covering. Similarly, the body made of earth, water, air, fire, this lump of matter is nothing but distribution of the material elements. Just like we make some machine by manipulating the material elements. This is also just like a machine. And it is stated here in the Bhagavad Gita Jantra Rurhani Maya. We have been given this machine to move. By whom it is given? By Maya, by the illusionary energy. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesha arjuna tisthati. Brahman sarvabhutani jantra rurhani maya. We are given a certain type of machine, certain type of body according to our desire, and we are moving. Just like if you have got a car, we can move from here to there. Similarly, by this body we are moving not only within this planet, but sometimes in other planet also, but within the universe. With this material body we can move within the universe, material world. That if we want to go to the spiritual world, there is another universe, a spiritual world, then we have to get rid from this material encasement and transfer ourselves in the spiritual body, in the spiritual world. Then we get actually eternal life, blissful life, full of knowledge. That is our Krishna consciousness movement. So we request you to read our books. We have got many volumes of books, but we are giving information to the people of the world that you can get out of this entanglement of birth, death, old age and disease and be transferred to the spiritual world where you can live eternally with blissful life and full of knowledge. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Listener wants to know something about the Hare Krishna movement in Europe.
Yes, we have got many branches in Europe. In England, we have got about 6 branches. In Paris, we have got 1 branch. In Amsterdam, we have got 1. Now this branch is open newly in Sweden. And in Germany, we have got 4 branches. You can give some account of your German activities.
In Berlin, in München, in Hamburg, and Heidelberg, we have centers, and we have published Sri Upanishad, Easy Journey to Other Planets, and Topmost Yoga book. We publish a magazine bi-monthly, Back to Godhead magazine, and we are distributing about 100,000 magazines every 2 months, plus many books. There are at least 60, 70 students like myself.
Mataji.
So Srila Prabhupada said that before the King Bharat came, the planet was called Ilavrit Varsha, and then after the King Bharat ruled, it was called Bharat Varsha, and this included the full planet, and the Bharat Varsha, yeah, but now, just before 5,000 years also it was called Bharat Varsha until that time, and now Bharat means India and Bharat Varsha means like Mahabharata is called the great history of greater India.
Rivo. What is the meaning of the word yoga? Yes.
The yoga means linking with the Supreme, and also
Yoga means the means by which you can contact the Supreme. That is called yoga. Another meaning is yoga means linking. Harivol. What does Bhagavatam say about the absolute truth? Yes, Arjuneshwar.
So Bhagavatam says that absolute truth is realized in 3 phases. So Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagwan. So impersonal, localized and personal.
Vadanti tat tattva vedas tattvam yajnanam. Harivol. Then what is this Krishna consciousness moment focusing on? Word focus is not there. Yes.
Attaining the spiritual award.
That is in general correct answer, but in specific, what did Prabhupada say? Yes.
To increase attachment for Krishna.
Okay, ठीक है. That is true. I'll ask in a different way. Prabhupada said, so our this Krishna consciousness moment, the Bhagavan is called Krishna. He has got many millions of names, but Krishna name is chief. So what did he say about the word meaning Krishna? Yes, Mataji.
Krishna means all attractive, and we develop attachment, increasing attachment for Krishna.
How did he explain all attractive?
He has 6 opulences, all, yeah.
Okay, somebody else? Tribhuvan Gopal bro.
Krishna is attractive to everyone, even to the cows, the gopis and boys, everyone he was attractive, and he is also because aham, and also he said that he is all loving also. He also says that he loves everyone because everybody is his son.
Haribo. So which verse did he quote in this context? Towards the end what he said? That everybody is his son.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Meaning?
Krishna is saying that all the species sarvayonishu kvanteya murti, the mother is the prakriti, material nature, they are getting bodies from prakriti, and I am the seed giving father.
Haribo. How many processes of yoga system are there, and what are they? Yes, Sham Sundar Prabhu. So which are they?
There are 3 yoga systems.
Haribo. Can take 3 minutes. Which you do daily? Govardhan Prabhu.
Jnana Yoga, Hatha Yoga and Bhakti Yoga.
Haribo. Which one is the topmost among the 3, and which sloka did Prabhupada quote for that? Yes, Manish Prabhu.
Out of 3, Bhakti Yoga is topmost. Yoginam pi sarvesam madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajte yomam same yukta tamo mata.
Haribo. What did Prabhupada say about the word attachment? Different things he said about attachment. Yes, Santosh Prabhu.
Attachment is already there between man and woman, between every species also there is a attachment. So one has to finally transfer that attachment to Krishna.
Something more? Okay, how did he connect the word attachment to word love? Yes.
Someone is attached to dogs, someone is attached to women, someone is attached to some other things. But attaching to Krishna is the topmost. So we have to transfer our attachment towards Krishna.
This is true, but little very refined point is there. You hear now what he's saying. All that is true, what he said. Attachment is there, existing in everyone's heart. He wants to be attached to somebody else. Everyone wants to love somebody else. Love does not mean oneness. Prabhupada is refuting Mayavad here. Love means 2. Everybody is attached to somebody and he wants to love somebody else, not just himself. So he's proving that Mayavad, how it is wrong. So he says that love does not mean oneness. Love must be 2. the lover and the beloved. So attachment is there, that is natural, everyone knows. And now this yoga system, Krishna consciousness yoga system, means to increase your attachment for Krishna, that's all. Hare Bol. How did he explain the word Madashraya? Yes, bro.
Prabhupada said that Madashra means two, according to our philosophy. So Madashra means taking shelter of Krishna also, and taking shelter of the Guru Parampara system or his representative or those who are attached to him.
Harivo. So in that context of Guru Parampara, which example did he give? Yes, Ashok Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hey, Prabhupada here give the example of being electrocuted. When anything is become electrified, and when we touch it, then we also become electrified. Or when we plug to the any source of electricity, then it works. It also gets electrified.
So similarly?
So similarly, when we take shelter of those who have taken shelter of Krishna, then we are taking shelter of Krishna. That is Madasraya.
Harivo. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality Godhead. The words given by Krishna, if you carry as it is carried by other disciplic succession, then you are both in touch with Krishna. Then you are in touch with Krishna. Yogam Yunjan Madashraya, always being linked up with Krishna. What did Prabhupada say? Two things he said about disciplic succession. A little tough question, I think I should. Okay, how can we understand Bhagavad Gita? Yes.
Prabhupada, we have to understand from the words of God Himself as Krishna is explaining.
Prabhupada's true. What Prabhupada's words, he says, if we accept that disciplic succession, do not unnecessarily interpret, then we understand what is Bhagavad Gita. That is the process. Harivo. What all Prabhupada said about in explanation to the first line of 7.2, Jnanam teham savijnanam. Yes, bro.
Jnana means knowledge, and Vijnana means practical application of that knowledge. So he was giving example of that how as we go in the laboratory, we have some chemicals, that knowledge is there, that this chemical plus this chemical give third chemical, but unless we can verify it, so that cannot be practical. So that is Vijnanam, practical knowledge.
Haribo. So as the chemicals were, that example was given, then something more he said. What did he say? Yes, Milan bro.
That scientists are telling that life is coming from chemicals. Then one of the student asked, I am giving...
California University, learned professor. Okay.
Then one student asked, I will give you these chemicals, can you make? Then he said, no, we cannot.
That I am
not sure.
So Prabhupada says that is not a perfect knowledge. Haribo. So Prabhupada says that is imperfect knowledge. If you say life is produced from chemicals, then you must make experimental demonstration. By mixing those chemicals, you produce life. This is called Vijnanam, practical demonstration. Otherwise, it is not perfect. Scientific knowledge means observation, then experiment. Prabhupada quoted one scientist. What that something about his research, something. Yes, bro.
Prabhupada quoted Jagdish Chandra Bose. So he said that it is not that plants don't have life. So he experimented that when you cut the plant, they also feel sensation. So he proved that.
Haribo. How did he explain the third verse? Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. In one sense, just the translation. Tribhuvan Gopal Bro.
Out of millions of people who would like to, who want to achieve perfection, so he explained what is perfection. He said perfection means getting out of this birth, death, old age, disease, and out of which, okay, fully I should explain, complete.
Just in short.
Okay, yeah. Then out of that, actually they are only interested in sense gratification, not interested in knowing God. So out of millions of people who want to achieve perfection, only one achieves that perfection, and that perfection is understanding God or Krishna. So in that way.
Haribo. Perfection of life is dash dash dash. Yes, bro.
Perfection of life means no more life, no more death, no more disease, no more old age.
Haribo. Prabhupada talked about how these people are feeding hungry men, but where lies the problem? Yes, bro.
Prabhupada said that both the hungry men and those who are giving them the food, both will die. So they have no solution for death.
They should try to overcome death, stop death. Haribo. Then explaining the fourth verse, Bhumi Rapo Anula Vayu, what was the kind of conclusion Prabhupada drew? Okay.
Prabhupada was saying that nowadays, whatever the studies we are having, that is all after material things only.
All these 8 elements.
No spiritual subject matter.
We simply studying externally, just like medical science is studying the external body, but within the body there is spiritual spark. He does not know that. Haribo. Prabhupada explained that Manush, what is that? Yantra Rudhani Mayaya. So, what is that yantra, and who has given this yantra? Yes, bro.
Yantra is this material body and material nature. Mahadevi has given this yantra.
Haribo. What was the conclusion Prabhupada gave? Tribhuvan Gopal.
Prabhupada said that we have in our Krishna consciousness movement we have a lot of books. So read that books. In that books we have explained that by following this process we get out of this birth, death, old age and disease and go back to spiritual world and live a blissful life.
Haribo. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।